Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Lucky 56.
They'll begin the drive with Collins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now Jackson on 2nd down. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Crabtree the target on that one. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10. After the interception, it's Love. He sets to fire deep. And this one is incomplete. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Duke Riley coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. To throw is Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. He just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded just inside the 30. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Rolling. Right, 675, look.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down.
Now that run, that's exactly why you stay with the running game. You don't abandon it totally. You stick with it, keep telling your guys to stay motivated, and they found a crease on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They'll try the air now with Locke. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Locke. Escaping the pressure into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by Collins. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Lucky 56.
On 1st, they'll go right back to Collins. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. Drops it underneath for Collins. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Back now in Baltimore.
Hey. 4 down. Leopard! Gone!
Now Jackson on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll come out in the pistol, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
He'll get it up the middle. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Third and goal, Jackson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. John Simon in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Terrell Suggs in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Luck in the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They pitch it out to Collins. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. And again, it's Collins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Gun.
Now it's Locke. Complete to Hilton. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. Luck now to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down. Luck now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Luck. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Now Locke. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to get it back here to the the 43-yard line. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They go again with Collins. And he caught it up. And the Colts pick it up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the two-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week. Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellows in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. On third down, this is Collins. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And a disappointing loss, but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great